Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Scorpianos. Scorpio, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Scorpio as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Quick shout out to my hoodie. These hoodies, I'm going to be having a lot more different designs for human design hoodies, as well as I might do some astrology hoodies. I don't know. I'm just been designing like crazy. So look out for these hoodies to drop hopefully by February with all different sayings. I'm going to have one that say Boogie Down Bronx. I'm going to have a whole bunch of ones, but that's what I've been really working on actively. But for human design, this is generator, big generator energy. So I'm going to have some other hoodies and t-shirts and other types of merch that you can buy. It'll probably be on Etsy. So again, look out for the drop. I am going to be dropping first on Patreon, as I usually do, for if you want to get early access to the merch or get coupon discount codes for the merch. Look out for that. Okay. As well as Patreon has extended readings and exclusive and early access. So that's that. All right, Scorpio. So let's see what's going on with you from the last time we spoke, which was your December monthly. Now we're in January. So let's flip over the blunt truth cards and see what it is that you need to hear at this time. You have new direction needed. And then you have give a little, get a little. So let's see. Let me clarify that. New direction needed for Scorpio. What is that in regards to? Can you clarify? You have burnout. Burnout. Let's get one more card. Give a little, get a little. Another sad love story. That's not what I want to see there. Okay. So let's see what we got for Scorpio. Where you guys are burning yourselves out or you need a new direction in some capacity. Tell me about for Scorpio. I think y'all had another sad love story in your last reading, if I'm not mistaken. It was definitely about like chasing unavailable people or something along those lines. It was something about relationship stuff in the last reading. All right, but let's see. For Scorpios, what is Scorpio burning out about, or what do they need a new direction in regards to? You have fling. You have water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Blessing in disguise. You have belongs to the streets at the bottom of the deck here. So some of you are finding out something about a fling that you were involved with, or something that was not very serious, or like maybe some of you are burning yourselves out trying to deal with these people that cannot give you what you want. Tell me more. Where else does Scorpio need a new direction in their lives? Where does Scorpio need a new direction in their lives? Meant to be, proposal. Oops. Healer. What does Scorpio need a new direction in their lives for? Y'all, I'm confused. I am confused. I'm going to clarify burnout one last time, and then we'll be done. And I'm going to try to put this puzzle piece together. I don't get it yet. Clarify burnout for Scorpios. Ex or past love. Okay, so I've been really talking to all the signs, to be honest, about changing direction. And that's been like a common theme between all of the signs. I was just telling Gemini about that. I was telling Libra about it, like doing the same thing and expecting different results here. You have test or lesson. For some of you, this is in regards to the cycles you're in when it comes down to romance and the types of people that you entertain. Okay, a lot of you continue to get burnout by going back to past relationships or allowing past relationships back into your life and doing the cycle over and over and over. It could be with a water sign, like I said, another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And so you guys just keep on going back and going back and going back, or it's like a sexual relationship, or maybe you're hoping that it will turn into more, but it never does. All right. So a lot of you burn yourself out with that. Or when it comes down to something that has come to a close in your life, you have completion or closure, blessing in disguise. You have to now have a new direction for where you're going to go, because one chapter has closed and now we are moving on to another chapter. But it makes space to manifest something new. So instead of you guys getting really, really caught up on what you've lost or what is not working out anymore, get caught up on, okay, so that didn't work out. So now what can I manifest? Okay. What are some proposals or invitations or things I want to manifest? I want to manifest anything that's meant to be, right? So a lot of you have been chasing things that you either are not meant to be, or you want them to be, but they're not. All right. And so the truth is revealed to you about what is meant to be in regards to a person, a job, a house, or a move, possibly. You got house or move here. Truth will come out. Truth is revealed to you. Stop searching for external answers. A lot of you are trying to make something meant to be, and it's not. Whether it's like I said, a relationship with somebody you want to be meant to be, a place where you're living, or it's like sometimes things just don't last forever. Okay, and with Scorpio energy, with Scorpio moon and rising and Mars, we do get very, very fixed on the emotional attachment we have to things. And we don't want that to ever change. So when it does change, we're like, wait, no, I wasn't ready for it to change. So a lot of you are in this place where you're trying to make something stay the same, or you're trying to go back to it, and you're getting burnt out every time because it's just not working. It's not meant to be. And you're supposed to be manifesting more things that are meant to be in your life. And a lot of these things that are either coming back towards you, you may think that, I have some lotion on my shirt. You may think that they're meant to be because they're coming back to you, but they're really a test. It's really a test or a lesson. We're in retrograde still, okay? And it's meant for you to complete the cycle, to close out the cycle. Yeah, okay, that is a really, that's the lesson here I'm hearing really for you, Scorpio, right now, is just because things return back to you, right? Just because things come back to you, you're like, oh, well, if it wasn't meant to be, then why is it back? Why did it come back? Why did this person come back? Why did this job come back? Why did this opportunity come back? And sometimes, yeah, it is to give you a second chance. But if you've already been through this cycle with this person, with this job, with this family member, with this friend several times, it's likely not meant to be. It's likely some karmic lesson you're meant to learn to close that door. Because we don't have control over what comes to us necessarily, but we do have control over how we respond to what is presented to us. So just because somebody reaches out, just because there's an opportunity that comes back to you, just because there's something that presents itself again, you have to really use discernment to figure out, okay, is this really meant to be, or is it trying to teach me a lesson about I need to close this chapter? It's a test, So that's what we have here for you guys. A lot of you are needing to use discernment when it comes down to something coming back towards you, or something that you're going to do yet again. Okay. And some of you, you have to look and see, is it for the ego boost? Is it for my ego? Is it to soothe my validation for myself? What is the advice? What is the advice for Scorpio? Job loss or decrease. What is the advice for Scorpio? You have they won't reach out, and you have they will reach out. Oh wait, no, you have they won't. You have they will reach out, and you have they won't reach out. What is the advice for Scorpio? Temptation. Temptation. Tell me more about the advice. Liar. Okay. Fire sign, Cancer, Pisces. I mean, geez, Gemini. What? What am I saying? Aries, Sag, Leo. Goodness gracious, I can't get the signs right. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you guys, there's going to be temptation to go back to this situation, and it's going to turn out exactly the way that it has been turning out, or how it's turned out before. It's not something that's suddenly the person has woken up and was like, oh my gosh, I realize now, finally. No, somebody is a liar. If somebody comes back to you saying they finally changed, they finally got it together, especially if it hasn't been that long, or it's like somebody's reaching out to you, maybe you're just an option at that point. Or you're tempted to reach out to somebody, because it can go both ways, because they won't reach out to you first, but you're tempted to reach out, or you feel like you got some type of like sign or confirmation to reach out. Don't do it. Do not do it. Okay. And like I said, it could be a fire or a water sign you're dealing with here heavily. Retrograde causes us to always reflect on the past. Letters in name, A, S, H, L, or N. And then you have fame. A lot of you, it was a blessing in disguise why the situation was taken from you in the first place. But because you're still so emotionally dependent upon it, a lot of you are tempted to go back, and you're being pushed to not, because you have so much more things that are coming towards you or trying to bless you in your life, or there's like, fame on the horizon, or more money, or better love for you. But you're tempted to resort back to these old patterns, these old habits, these old ways of thinking. All right, we still have the South Node in Scorpio, so you have to be very careful about reverting back. And now until July, there's going to be, a lot of those moments where you do want to resort back, or it does seem very tempting because something comes back your way and you're like, oh, maybe it's finally my chance with this person. Maybe it's finally my chance with this job. Maybe it's finally something. No, don't look back. Don't look back. A lot of you, it's not meant to go back. It's meant to close that chapter so the new can come in. Okay, especially if you've done it several times. What makes you think that this time is the time? Especially if you've done it more than 5 times. Okay, nothing changes that quickly, especially if nobody's taking accountability, nobody's going to therapy, nobody's really working on changing. There's no action behind it. It's just... All right. So let's see what's coming towards Scorpio. That is going to be that temptation. Tell us more. What is that temptation coming towards Scorpio? Seven of Swords. Don't like it. Tell me more. Somebody that's going to just be in and out. We got the Lover's card. Definitely romantic. Could be a Gemini. Tell us more for who's coming towards Scorpio. What's coming towards Scorpio? What's the Seven of Swords? The Death card. This is you. Death card in reverse. Whatever this is that keeps coming back towards you, it delays your transformation, and it delays you fully moving forward. Things will continue to be stagnant until you get that energy out of your way and stop letting it back in your life. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Five of Cups. It leads to disappointment again. It leads to rejection again. Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Seven of Swords for Scorpio. And who is this energy? What is this energy? Somebody that wants you back. A job that wants you back. A something that did you wrong wants you back. And they're going to do you wrong again. Just saying. All right. So a lot of you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. For some of you, it's just based on codependency. It's not really like a real genuine love attachment situation. It's a trauma bond for some of you. Okay. 9 of Cups in reverse. But yeah, it leads to this and this. Don't want that. Do not want this. 5 of Pentacles, loss of time, energy, resources, money. 5 of Cups, regret. All right, regret for doing this to you. You're punishing yourself, going back and back and back, and like just entertaining it, just to entertain it, or just to hope that it'll be different this time. You got this resurrection, this judgment here, Scorpio energy, that's ready to take you to the next level, but you are resisting the endings here. You're resisting it by leaving the door open. A lot of you need to shut that door completely, block that job, block that person, block this person from coming back into your life, because it is keeping you energetically stuck. It is you sending a signal to the universe saying, hey, I'm not ready to move on. I'm not ready to move forward in my life. I am not ready to let go. I'm not ready to transform. I'm not ready for the blessings that you have for me, because I'm still somewhere else. I'm still in the past. I'm still back here with this other person. Okay. With this other energy. So be careful, Scorpios. Be very, very careful, because you will do it again. For some of you, you're not going to even listen to what I'm saying. You're going to be like, okay, I hear you, Bronx. And then the situation is going to present itself, come back to you, be like, oh, I'm ready, or I want this, I want that with you. And you're going to be like, oh, I remember Bronx said this is a test, but because I'm stubborn Scorpio, I'm going to just do it anyway. And I don't want to, you know what? If y'all do that, y'all better send me a tip for compensation for my free therapy where y'all did not listen. Send me a tip. If you don't listen to what I'm telling you, and you go back and you do what you do again, and it fails again, like I'm telling you it is, you better send me a tip, because I know what I'm talking about. And I'm Scorpio too. You know, I haven't had this situation come up for me yet, but it could. So I will keep it in mind, and I will take my own advice. Scorpio. What's the advice for Scorpio? Some human design advice. What is the advice, especially for human design with Scorpio? Scorpio. Come on, Scorpio. Scorpio, 10 of Swords. I already know what the advice is. Do you? Okay, Judgment, yeah. A lot of you have it's just a fear of letting it go, because you're like, what if this is meant to be? And if I close the door, will I not get what is meant for me? It's not meant to be, I'm telling you. It's not. It's not. And if it is, you will really, really know, because the actions will align with the words and you will not miss it. Okay. There's multiple things in our lives that are meant to be. It's not just like, oh, I have to be with this one person. I have to be with this one job. That's my end all be all. No, it's not an all or nothing thing. There's lots of opportunities that you can have. If you don't get this one, there will be another one, and it will be better. But you have to release the scarcity mindset. A lot of you are stuck in the scarcity mindset that I have to put all my eggs in one basket. No, 6 of Pentacles. Give a little, get a little. All right. A lot of you need to start, opening up to other options. A lot of you are just very closed off and like, oh, I want this thing and that's all I want, and you'll never get anything else with that mindset, that mentality. Okay. So I'm going to talk to generators real quick. Generators. Just because you have something to respond to does not mean that that's what is meant for you. Okay. You might have been waiting for somebody to reach out, or hoping they reach out, or if they do reach out and you're like, OMG, this is what I've been wanting, somebody to reach out to me. It doesn't mean that it's meant for you to respond to. It doesn't mean that it's meant for you to move forward, especially if you're not excited about it. You're just like, oh, it's here. Even if you are excited about it, still take some time to figure out what is it that you really want from the situation. What are you going to get from the situation? And what makes you think that the situation has just suddenly turned around? Okay. Or is it worth trying again and it falling back into the same exact place that it did before? Okay. That's for MG as well. And manifesting generator and manifestors, a lot of you guys needing to work on informing about whoever this is or whatever this is, informing the person of your new boundaries, your new obligations, your new intentions, what you want from the situation, and if it's worth it, if they can commit to it, if they can live up to that. If not, gotta go. For reflectors, a lot of you have people that are trying to come back into your space, trying to, want your attention, want your wisdom, want your time. And they might be trying to rush you or pressure you into deciding. And a lot of you need to take your time in deciding if it's worth reopening that door, not just because they came back, Okay. A lot of you need to give yourself way more time than you give yourself. And if you don't come to a conclusion, then you just don't make a decision with it. You just leave it where it's at. Okay. And then for projectors, just because you get invited, some of you may not even, it might not even be a real invitation. If somebody's like, oh, I want you back. Oh, I want this. I want that with you. But they're not even recognizing you. They're not giving you validation. They're not like making you feel warm. You're just like, oh, I just want this from you, or they just want your to talk to you. No. Just because you get an invitation, projectors, does not mean you need to accept that invite. Okay? You don't. So, but for everybody, you have the 10 of Swords here. You have the 9 of Swords. A lot of you, it's just fear. It's just fear and anxiety of closing that chapter, closing that door. Close it. Nothing bad's going to happen. I promise you, only good things are going to come your way. It's a blessing in disguise. Or for some of you, if they ended it with you, some of you are tempted to, oh, I need to fight for it. I need to go back. No. That is your time to really say, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to fully transform my life, transform myself. I'm going to be more independent. I'm going to nurture myself. I'm going to work on my emotions, my emotional stability. Could be with a Sag. We got Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Sag energy showing up here. Strong Taurus as well. And I'm going to focus on the new me, doing new stuff. Okay. 4 of Cups. I'm going to be open to things that I was not open to before. And Scorpio is a sign of transformation, but a lot of you are scared to transform emotionally and open up emotionally to new situations. Low self-esteem. That's what you have here. You have surrender, low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So yeah, a lot of you want to go back so bad to what's familiar because it's getting uncomfortable moving on and the transformation process of letting go emotionally. A lot of you can let go physically, but emotionally you're still back there. And it's coming to test you once again. All right. Do not go back to it. Do not keep doing the same thing over and over. Do not keep going back to the same situation over and over and expecting different results. It's not meant to be. Whatever you thought, that thing that you're like, oh, that's my twin flame. Oh, that's my soulmate. Oh, that's my dream job. No, it's not. It's not. You have to grieve it. You're not giving yourself, you don't want to grieve it. You don't want to grieve it because, then you'll have to accept that it's not, the illusion is shattered. It's gone. The fantasy is gone. But you can build a new one that's on a real foundation that's better for you at this transformation process in your life. A lot of you have already been there, done that. You've outgrown it, but you're still trying to stay there because it's comfortable. Keep in mind, Taurus and Scorpio are not that much different. Y'all are the opposite signs, but Taurus craves physical comfort, physical stability. Scorpio craves emotional comfort. And comfort, what is comfort? Familiarity. Okay. So a lot of you are very familiar with a person, a job, a situation, but it's not good for you. You've already outgrown it, but you've become comfortable with it. It's familiar, but it doesn't mean that it's meant to be. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. If this reading resonated for you, this was a good one. Ooh, this was a good one. Please let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share this with 2,500 people, including Beyonce. No, I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.